Right now, as you're watching this, your Windows PC is lying to you. Not in some vague, abstract way. I mean, it is actively, silently, and deliberately consuming memory that belongs to you. Memory you paid for. Memory you need. And doing it in the background without ever asking your permission or sending you a single warning. And the wild part? Microsoft knows about it. The settings responsible for this are baked right into Windows by default. They've been there for years, and most people will go their entire lives never finding them. Today, that changes for you. I want you to think back to the last time you felt genuinely frustrated with your PC. Maybe it was during a gaming session when the frame rate tanked out of nowhere. Maybe it was at work, switching between a browser, a spreadsheet, and your email, and everything felt like it was moving through wet concrete. Maybe you opened Task Manager out of pure desperation, stared at that RAM usage sitting at 75, 80, even 90%, and thought, what on earth is eating all of this? Because you weren't doing anything crazy. You had Chrome open, maybe a few tabs, maybe Spotify in the background. That shouldn't be hammering your memory. But it was. And the reason it was has nothing to do with your hardware being old, nothing to do with you needing more RAM, and nothing to do with Windows just being like that. It has everything to do with hidden services running silently in the background that were never properly explained to you, services that are actively working against your performance every single day. What I'm going to show you today is real, verified, and backed by user reports, tech forums, and major publications that have covered these exact issues. These are not obscure hacks or risky tweaks. These are things you can do right now in under 5 minutes that will immediately change how your PC performs. And once you see what's been happening under the hood, you're going to wonder how you ever tolerated it this long. Let's start with the first hidden service. And I want to give you the full picture here because understanding why this is a problem makes the fix feel that much more satisfying. There's a feature built into Windows called delivery optimization. The name alone sounds harmless, almost helpful. Optimization, that's a good word, right? That sounds like Windows is doing something for you. But here's the truth that Microsoft buried deep in the settings documentation and never properly advertised. Delivery optimization turns your personal computer into a mini distribution server. Without making it obvious or getting your explicit consent, our Windows uses your internet connection and your RAM to download update files, not just for your own machine, but to share with other people's computers too. Read that again. Your PC is using your bandwidth and your memory to help Microsoft push updates to strangers across the internet. This is a peer-to-peer system built on the same concept as torrents. Your machine downloads pieces of Windows updates and application packages, and then shares those pieces with other devices, either on your local network or out on the open internet. Microsoft benefits enormously from this because it reduces the load on their own servers and saves them a significant amount of money on infrastructure costs. You, on the other hand, pay for it with RAM, with bandwidth, and with a background process that never fully sleeps. And it gets worse. In late 2025, Microsoft pushed out a cumulative update. And buried inside that update was a quiet but impactful change. A service called Apex SVC, the Apex deployment service, had its startup type quietly switched to automatic. Before that update, this service only kicked in when it was specifically triggered. After the update, it starts running the moment your PC boots up. That one change created a chain reaction because Apex SVC being active all the time essentially expanded the window during which delivery optimization could run. And delivery optimization, already known for being a heavy memory user, now had even more opportunity to grow. People started noticing something alarming in Task Manager. They could see a process called svchost.x hosting a service labeled DOSVC, that's delivery optimization, and the memory it was consuming wasn't staying stable. It was climbing, slowly, steadily, continuously. Over the course of a few hours, something that started at a few hundred megabytes ballooned into gigabytes. Not because the PC was doing anything demanding, just because delivery optimization was sitting there, inflating, leaking memory like a pipe nobody bothered to fix. Some users reported UI lag that came out of nowhere. Others found their systems had started hitting the page file, which means Windows was using your actual hard drive as fake RAM because the real RAM was so depleted. People running remote desktop setups said their sessions were freezing, and through all of this, Microsoft never officially acknowledged a memory leak. No targeted patch, no pop-up, no notification, just silence. The only people sounding the alarm were users, tech communities, and independent journalists who dug into the data themselves, which is exactly why you need to know about this today and fix it yourself, because waiting for an official Microsoft announcement is not a strategy. Here's how you turn it off. Press the Windows key and the letter I at the same time, and it opens the Settings app. On the left sidebar, click on Windows Update. Then go to Advanced Options. You'll see a section called More Options, and inside that, There's a toggle for delivery optimization. Click into it, and you'll find a switch that says allow downloads from other PCs. Turn it off. That's the whole fix. One toggle, 30 seconds, done. Your computer is no longer being used as a personal update distribution node for Microsoft's network. Your RAM gets to breathe again. Users who've made this change consistently report that their memory usage stabilizes within hours. It stops climbing, and in many cases drops noticeably. Now, that fix alone is going to make a real difference, but we're only halfway there, because there's a second service that has been quietly consuming your memory for potentially years, and this one has an even longer history. Let me take you back to 2007. Windows Vista just launched. Most computers at the time were running on mechanical hard drives, HDDs, with spinning platters and physical redheads that had to physically move to locate data. These drives were painfully slow by modern standards. Booting up, loading apps, opening files, everything took time you could feel. Microsoft's engineers recognized this as a serious bottleneck, and they came up with a clever solution. What if Windows watched which applications you used most frequently, learned your patterns, and then quietly preloaded those applications into RAM before you even clicked on them? That way, when you went to open Chrome or Photoshop or whatever your go-to app was, it would already be in memory and feel nearly instant. They called this feature Superfetch. And for 2007, it was genuinely brilliant. It worked. People noticed real improvements in how snappy their machines felt, and Microsoft was proud of it, so they kept it. They renamed it SysMain in later versions of Windows, updated it slightly, and continued shipping it as an active default on service through Windows 7, 8, 10, and right up to Windows 11 today. Here's the problem. The entire reason SysMain was invented, to compensate for the slowness of mechanical hard drives, no longer exists for the vast majority of users. Think about when you last bought a laptop or desktop. Almost certainly it came with an SSD, a solid-state drive with no moving parts, reading data at speeds that are hundreds of times faster than those old HDDs from 2007. On a modern NVMe SSD, applications load in fractions of a second. The preloading that SysMain does, warming up your apps in RAM before you need them, provides essentially zero benefit when your storage can deliver the same app in under a second anyway. But SysMain is still running. Right now, on your machine, it's still watching your usage patterns, still preloading applications into RAM, still consuming memory that you could be using for something you actually care about. It's doing all of this on hardware where its entire purpose is obsolete. The analogy that comes to mind is keeping a horse and cart in your garage alongside a sports car. The horse is eating your food, taking up space, creating mess, and the car can get you there in a tenth of the time. You don't need the horse anymore, but nobody came to take it away, so it just stayed. And the impact shows up in real numbers. On the Microsoft community forums and Reddit threads dedicated to Windows performance, you'll find user after user documenting the same experience. Idle RAM usage sitting at 60 to 70% with almost nothing open. Task Manager, showing memory consumption that seems completely disproportionate to what's actually running. One user specifically documented going from 65% idle RAM usage all the way down to 33% after disabling SysMain and its companion. Mechanism Prefetch. That is nearly half their memory usage wiped out by turning off a single service that wasn't helping them at all. They described the system as feeling cleaner, faster, and more responsive immediately after restarting. Here's exactly how you disable it. Press Windows plus R at the same time to open the Run dialog box. Type services.msc and press Enter. This opens the Windows Services console, a master list of every background service running on your machine. Scroll through the list until you find SysMain. Once you find it, right-click on it and select it. Properties. In the General tab, you'll see a drop-down labeled Startup Type. Change it from automatic to disabled. Then click the button that says Stop to immediately halt the service right now without waiting for a reboot. Click Apply, then OK, close the Services window and restart your PC. For most people, the difference after restarting is immediate and obvious. Idle RAM usage drops. The CPU spikes that used to happen right after waking the PC from sleep either shrink dramatically or disappear entirely. Apps still open fast. Your SSD handles that now, the way it always should have. SysMain will not be missed. Now, if you want to take this one step further and make sure the effect is complete, there's an additional tweak involving a component called Prefetch. Prefetch is the underlying mechanism that SysMain uses to predict and preload your applications. Disabling SysMain through the Services console handles the majority of the impact, but you can also edit the Windows registry directly to ensure Prefetch is fully deactivated. Before you touch anything in the registry, do one thing first. Create a system restore point. Go to your Start menu, search for Create a Restore Point, open it, and click the Create button. This gives you a safety net. In a practice, this specific registry edit is very low risk. But having a restore point is just smart hygiene whenever you're making changes at this level. It takes 30 seconds and could save you a headache. With your restore point created, press Windows plus R again, type reget it, and press enter. Click yes if it asks for administrator permission. Now navigate to this path: HK local machine, then system, then current control set, then control, then session manager, then memory management, then prefetch parameters. Inside prefetch parameters, you'll see an entry called enable prefetcher. Double click on it and change the value to 0. Click OK, close the registry editor, and restart your PC. Combined with having disabled SysMain, this ensures your system has completely stopped its aggressive RAM preloading behavior. Idle memory usage will settle at a level that actually reflects what's open, not what Windows guesses you might open next. Now I want to zoom out for a moment because beyond these two specific fixes, there's a bigger picture worth understanding. Windows ships with a significant number of background services enabled by default. Not all of them are harmful. Not all of them should be disabled. But many of them were built for edge cases, corporate environments, or hardware scenarios that simply don't apply to you as an everyday user, and they run constantly anyway, quietly consuming your resources. Understanding how to see what's happening on your own machine is as valuable as any individual fix. The best built-in tool for this is called Resource Monitor, and most people have never opened it. Here's how to get there. Press Ctrl plus Shift plus Escape to open Task Manager. Click on the Performance tab. At the bottom, you'll see a link that says Open Resource Monitor. Click that. Inside Resource Monitor, go to the Memory tab. What you'll see here is a real-time breakdown of exactly which processes are consuming your RAM, how much each one is using, and whether that usage is growing over time. If you see a process sitting there with memory consumption that rises steadily over minutes and hours without you doing anything to trigger it, that's your culprit. That's a memory leak or an overly aggressive background service, and it needs to be dealt with. Another technique worth having in your back pocket is called a clean boot. This is a troubleshooting method where you start Windows with only the absolute minimum services and startup programs running, which makes it much easier to identify what's causing a performance problem. To do it, press Windows plus R, type emsconfig, and press enter. In the System Configuration window, go to the Services tab and check the box that says Hide All Microsoft Services. Then click Disable All, switch to the Startup tab, and click Open Task Manager. In Task Manager, click each non-essential startup item and select Disable. Close Task Manager, click OK in System Configuration, and restart. Your PC will boot up lean, no third-party background services, no unnecessary startup programs. If your idle RAM usage suddenly looks completely normal and your system feels dramatically snappier, you'll know that one of those disabled services was the problem. You can then re-enable them one by one until you find the exact culprit. Beyond these immediate fixes, there are some habits that will keep your PC performing well over time. Keep Windows updated. Yes, I know that sounds ironic, given that an update triggered the delivery optimization memory leak we discussed, but staying current means you receive performance patches and bug fixes as Microsoft addresses known issues. The alternative, running an outdated build, often means living with problems that have already been fixed. Regularly review your startup programs in Task Manager and disable anything that doesn't need to launch automatically when your PC turns on. Every program that auto-starts is claiming a piece of your RAM before you've even opened your first app. Keep your drivers updated as well, especially GPU drivers if you game, because outdated drivers can cause memory management issues that look exactly like software problems, but are actually happening at the driver level. And here's a step that a surprising number of people overlook. If you've done everything we've talked about and your RAM usage is still unexpectedly high, don't immediately assume you need to buy more memory. Before you spend a single dollar, run a full E, malware scan using Windows Defender or a trusted third-party tool like Malwarebytes. Certain types of malware are specifically designed to consume system resources invisibly. Crypto mining malware is a perfect example. It hijacks your CPU and RAM to mine cryptocurrency for someone else, running completely silently in the background while you try to figure out why your machine feels sluggish. A clean malware scan, combined with the service tweaks we covered, will resolve the vast majority of Windows performance issues without a single hardware upgrade. Let me pull all of this together, because I want you to leave with absolute clarity on what's been happening and what to do about it. Your Windows PC has been operating below its actual capability, not because of aging hardware, not because of your habits, but because of design decisions baked into Windows that prioritize Microsoft's needs over yours. Delivery optimization takes your RAM and your bandwidth to help Microsoft distribute updates to other people's computers. SysMain burns your memory preloading applications on a machine that's already fast enough to make that preloading completely unnecessary. Together, these two services can silently consume gigabytes of your RAM with no warnings no pop-ups, and no notifications telling you what's happening. The fixes are free, they take less than 5 minutes, and the results are real. Idle RAM dropping nearly in half, memory usage stabilizing instead of climbing throughout the day, smoother gaming, faster multitasking, a PC that finally performs the way it should have been performing all along. So here's what I want you to do right now before you close this video and move on. Open Settings with Windows +I. Navigate to Windows Update, Advanced Options, Delivery Optimization, and turn off Allow Downloads from Other PCs. Then open the Run dialogues. With Windows +R, type services.msc, find SysMain, set it to disabled, stop the service, and restart your PC. If you want the complete effect, go back into the registry at HKIAVA, local and machine, System, Current Control Set, Control, Session Manager, Memory Management, Prefetch Parameters, set Enable Prefetcher to 0, and restart once more. That's it. 5 minutes. No money spent, no reinstalling Windows, no buying new hardware. Just you taking back the resources that belonged to you this whole time. One more thing before you go. Open Task Manager after your next restart and look at your idle RAM percentage. Then come back and drop that number in the comments. What it was before, what it is after. Seriously, do it. Those real-world results matter, not just to me, but to everyone else watching who wants to know what kind of difference this actually makes in practice. And if someone you know has been complaining about a slow PC lately, send them this video. Because I'd bet good money they have the same problem, they just don't know it yet. Your computer was always capable of more. Now it finally will be.